Off we go again.
Yep. It'll be 2,500 miles round trip. Road trip, baby.
Road trip. So off we go again to Minnesota for Christmas.
Yay.
We're leaving our house behind.
I think she's about to cry.
It's scary. We got everybody crammed in here again. Ruben. Hey.
Ruben. Hey.
Are you mad?
Ruben. Hey, buddy.
Ruben. Why would you look at us?
Hi.
But I think he actually has more space than last year in here.
For sure.
Which is crazy because it's a smaller car. What do you think, bud? You ready to be in the car for another long day? So, we're just not bringing home as much apparently. Here we go. We're starting at 5:30, and who the hell knows when we'll actually get there.
That's called foreshadowing.
So did we even really tell them our plans? So we are in Utah and we're headed home for Christmas. We're not taking the rig home.
Because that's a lot of money.
The way
And it's cold.
The
We were
way
looking,
fuel is right now.
and
oh,
it
yeah,
was
the
so
temperature.
cold. We were looking at the weather back in Minnesota, and like it's literally gonna be highs in the negatives for like a week. And then the lows are gonna be like -20, -30, no joke. And
Right.
that's not the wind chill. That's like actual temperature. So we were not about to have to deal with bringing the camper home in that.
So we're just gonna bust home in the car for a few weeks. I think probably about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and then we're just gonna come right back and
Pick up where we left off.
yeah, be warm.
Be warm.
I'm sure when we get back, like 50, 60 degrees is gonna feel like freaking Hawaii.
Yeah.
So we got a 22-hour drive without any stops.
We have a situation. We packed my seatbelt in there too good.
Hopefully this pile will make it.
Oh, it'll make it.
I don't know, that wheel's about to fall off.
Is not. So
We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to run out of fuel.
we have 2.5 miles until our gas station, but we only have 5 miles.
But this
left.
thing's really inaccurate. When we left the camper 30 miles ago, it said 70 miles still empty, so...
This exit.
Oh, we're good. I mean, at this point, I could coast there.
Might just have to.
Okay, false alarm. I just know there's a ditch on that side, and there's a ditch on that side, and the road's somewhere in here.
Come north, they said. It'd be fun, they said. So this is like just before Vail Pass at 12:30 in the morning. So yeah, we're going like 30 to 40 miles an hour because we can't see anything.
I guess we're not making it home. Road's closed, pizza boy. Find another way home.
And the next pass we have to go through on I-70 in Colorado was closed, which I was kind of worried about.
This is why we took this route, because the roads up in
Wyoming were already closed.
So we
and
took this route hoping we could beat the closures.
not quite.
And honestly, the roads aren't that bad. Yeah, we're only doing 30, 40 miles an hour, but I mean...
But they were plowed recently. Like the snow's like
so
not that deep. It's just kind of icy. This is our cue. At least they have the exit ramp plowed.
What time is it?
Like 2:30 in the morning.
How you doing?
Been better. Our plans got a little wow, that's bright. Our plans got a little bit rearranged. I-70 near Silverthorne is closed now. And not too long ago, the car gave us a little message that said a tire was low. So we did stop, like on the side of the road, to see.
Great time for a flat tire, huh?
Yeah, just to make sure we didn't have a flat, which we didn't. But now we need to figure out like if it's low, if it's just being dumb or what. So now we've been trying to find a gas station that is open and has a tire pressure gauge, because we didn't bring one.
You look tired.
I am tired. It's 2:30 in the morning. It's windy. Sure, why not?
They're all good.
So it's just freaking out for no reason?
Well, the backs are like 6 psi lower than the fronts, and I think I set them all the way the same all the way around. What happened?
So I was looking at their website again for like all the road closures, the Colorado DOT or whatever. And the Vail Summit, or the Vail Pass that we just went through, it's now closed. It updated at 2:09 saying that it was closed, and it's now like 2:30. So we were like the last ones to go through there. So we can't go back.
We're stuck.
Can't go forward. We're gonna be sitting here for a while.
Sweet. How was your night?
Been better. You know, with a cumulative of like 3 hours of sleep in the last 24 hours. Grand.
She slept. I didn't.
I caught you sleeping a couple of times.
For like 5 minutes until the plow came through and woke me up.
We're exhausted and frustrated.
I don't think we're coming home for Christmas next year.
This is absurd. So let's try this again. It's now 11, and I think 70 is open again.
Yep.
But just to be safe, we did end up getting a pair of tire chains.
They're like cables, not actually chains, because like the fender wells on this car are so close to the tires, you can't like really fit chains in there.
Yeah, so
Chains. Oh shit. Stop.
So yeah, we might put them on. I don't know.
There's been
feel
a
like
lot of traffic. The roads in town aren't real bad, so I think we're just gonna go see how it is. Because there's been some traffic on it now.
Yeah.
So.
But we're gonna brave it. We're gonna brave the pass.
So it looks like stop and go up on the interstate. So we're gonna. Oh, they did come with them.
Oh.
Well, I spent $10 for nothing. So we're gonna put these on because I think if we stop going uphill with these summer tires, we're probably not getting going again. So we're gonna put them on now. The traffic to get back on the interstate is insane.
Stop and go. We've been in line for like
Probably an
hour at this point.
And we're not even like to the on-ramp yet.
Yeah. But it's just right over there.
And we did just see a cop pull onto the on-ramp with his lights on, so I really hope they're not shutting it down again right as we're getting to it.
Yeah. The bar, road closed bar, and the cop. Right where we need to go. We're never getting out of here.
Yep, everybody is exiting. Fucking A. God damn it.
Oh my goodness. You know, at this point it's almost comical.
Existence undergoing contemplation.
Like, you can't make this shit up. So we are not in the car anymore.
Oh man. We waited in Silverthorne for 12 hours for that I-70 to open.
We finally said screw it.
I just had it. I was just like, nope, let's just figure out a way. So we took 9 north to Kremling, and then we went over to Laramie.
Yeah.
So now we're in Laramie, Wyoming, and
We have not made it very far in the 27 hours we've been traveling.
so the plan was to go to Laramie and then go up to I-90 and over on I-90
as
over.
we were on our way here, I was looking at our route that we were going to be taking.
They
and,
closed I-90.
Well, not just I-90, like basically the whole of South Dakota is what it seems like from online, what I've read.
So now we have to take I-80 all the way to Des Moines and then take 35 up. If they don't close it tonight.
Yeah, because now we're kind of thinking that they might close 80 overnight, early morning.
If they close 80 or 35, we're turning around and we're headed home. I'm done.
It's been so exhausting. But we were not about to sleep in a car again. One night, okay, fine, but that was like...
Yeah, we're risking a night in a hotel room instead of driving on I-80 tonight, which we know is open right now.
But I don't...
I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it another 2 hours.
Yeah, we were both so tired and...
Last night, I was trying to sleep in the car, and every time I would start to doze off, a plow would come through the parking lot we were staying in, so...
Yeah, and I mean, even still, like, by the time we got parked and we're, like, ready to go to sleep, it was probably 3:30. And then we were up at, like, 6:37, so we barely got any sleep, if you could call it that.
Yeah.
It was like a kind of an extended nap.
We're gonna take a hot shower and go to bed.
Yeah.
Alright, it's a new day.
New day!
So far the roads have been good. We've just been cruising on I-80. We got like 900 miles to go yet.
Only 900 more miles.
Which was supposed to be more than half the trip, but I'm pretty sure we've driven that far already. We've driven at least far enough that I don't know how far it is. Yeah, it was supposed to be a 1,400 mile trip. It's probably gonna end up being like 1,700 because of all the freaking detours.
But look at these roads. They're totally perfect.
We should have been there like probably
Yesterday?
6 hours ago, or well, yeah, I mean, yeah, probably like 12 hours ago. We should have been there already.
And we still have like 14 hours to go. Super cool.
Yeah.
Ruben's just chilling though. He's such a good boy. He's so chill.
How you doing?
My heart's pounding a little bit.
Why?
Because we were driving past the semi and then there was like some horrendous noise. And then we figured out that the semi had blown a tire.
It wasn't just like it blew it and we drove past. It was
we were
the
right
tire
next
blew
to it.
when it was right there.
Like right next to us.
It was just like BAM!
It was the most terrifying thing that has happened in a long time. Never have had that happen before. Have you ever had that happen before?
I've never had that happen before. I've been driving semis when tires have blown, but I've never had somebody else's tire blow right next to me.
That was a very, very loud noise. Very loud noise.
Yeah, that got my heart pumping.
Awake now. Ruben's not.
He's like, nah, whatever.
And the Christmas drama / misery continues.
Should have turned around in Colorado.
I was keeping an eye on the road conditions from like eastern Nebraska and Iowa and up, and just noticed that they closed I-35 now from Des Moines to Albert Lee, which is like 100 miles of highway closed.
And they suspended plowing snow in Iowa, apparently.
Yeah, so nothing's even going to be plowed till tomorrow morning, is what they're saying. So there's literally no way to go past Des Moines at this point.
Other than little dinky side roads. So
which are going to be miserable because they're not plowing them.
Yeah, so we're going to end up screwed. I'm still driving in that direction because we're 3/4 of the way across Nebraska now. Like, we're way too far to turn around. We should have turned around in Colorado. Like, we should. Oh, so annoying.
It's very aggravating. Yeah, but now we still have like a 10-hour drive if the roads are clear, but 35 and all those roads in northern Iowa are going to be closed for like 12 hours. So that literally puts us another 20 hours behind schedule.
I did say it was kind of a gamble getting a hotel room last night. I did say if we get this hotel room that the roads are probably going to be closed tomorrow at some point. And had we just driven through the night, like, we would have been fine, but I was getting tired. Like,
we couldn't have done it all night anyway. And we were like, well, I'd rather sleep in a hotel room for a night than sleep in the car again. It was a no-win situation last night, pretty much. Yep.
I told her right as we were leaving, she's like, I really don't want to go. And I'm like, we don't have to go.
It must have been like my gut instinct just knowing something was gonna happen.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean? I was uneasy about leaving. Like, thus, my gut instinct. I should have just trusted my gut instinct on why I was feeling uneasy about leaving.
Alright, so I-29 opened up, so we're gonna try to take that, and we're still gonna end up on back roads.
What you said.
That's it.
What?
That's all you got to say.
Yep.
We'll make it work. Figure it out.
We always do.
Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll end up stranded. Maybe we'll freeze to death.
Don't say that. Oh. Good morning. It's bright. We made it to Minnesota. Yay.
How do you feel? Why do you have the window down?
Because it was too tinted to see through it.
But I could see it through the windshield.
Okay.
So what road did we just drive down?
60, but it was apparently closed, but it
Wasn't closed?
wasn't closed.
And did it deserve to be closed?
No. Like the snow or the wind had like caused a couple drifts in some spots. But they literally took the plows off the road for no reason really.
To not plow the drifts off the road
not.
every 3 miles.
Yeah.
Like the road had perfect traction. Like it's not
it wasn't
bad.
icy or anything
Like,
like that. It was just
everybody's
some spots were drifted.
Yeah, like all these counties and whatever states that are pulling their plows off the road because the conditions are so bad.
We haven't found the bad conditions yet. Maybe there's more, but this part that we've gone through so far is not bad at all.
Yeah,
this is 90% of what it looks like.
So we were gonna go I-80 to Des Moines and then take 35 up, but 35 got closed, so we ended up taking 29 north a little bit, and now we're on these side roads to get home.
What the hell?
Yep, it's closed. That is so stupid. Like, the roads are not bad.
So now what? So I guess we'll take this opportunity to get gas again.
So dumb.
And come up with a plan B. Well, no, I think we're on plan like E.
H.
So we just spent a very, I guess you could call it life-threatening half hour, 45 minutes, I think about it was. Because of all of these road closures, we were trying to find a way through. We thought we did. We get to a patch of drifted snow.
That didn't look that bad.
It didn't look that bad until we were stuck in it. We couldn't get through it, and then we were trying to go forward and back up and go forward and back up, and it was just not happening. We got to the point where one of us would take turns driving, or like putting into reverse and drive basically, and the other one on the outside pushing it. Keep in mind, winds are 40, 50 miles an hour, and it is
tracks were getting
cold.
Our tracks that we were making were getting drifted in within a couple minutes.
Yeah, before we could, as we were going back and forth, our tracks were disappearing. And it is so bitterly cold that it literally, you can't breathe out there. And it is, so cold that you get frostbite within minutes. So after we did the whole pushing back and forth thing for a little while, we were getting so exhausted.
I was having a hard time breathing because the air is so cold on your lungs.
Yeah, so we then put the tire chains on the backs, and that was an ordeal in and of itself because it's kind of hard to get to do dexterous things with big old gloves like this. So then we were having to take our gloves off, work with cold metal in the cold. So yeah, we finally got those on and a couple more of back and forth, and we finally got out. But now it's to the point where it's quite a ways back into the nearest town, and we're not really sure how bad the roads are going to be here on out. But we don't want to stop on the side of the road here in the middle of nowhere either until morning. We encountered a couple more pretty bad looking drifts before we decide to get stuck again. Cam was gonna go out and see how deep it was.
I said up there it's a lot worse than it looks from back here.
So not going that way?
If we had 4 tire chains instead of just 2,
Maybe.
I think I'd try it, but
That was fun.
what a fucking night.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, I don't know if it's good.
So
We didn't get on camera what just happened.
no. So he was sleeping, I was awake, and I was just, watching all the people come up to the gate and then turn around or whatever. A couple of plows came through the gate and turned around and went down the other side. Well, then everybody that was sitting there waiting for the road to open was just kind of like, screw it, and followed the plows.
It's 7:30 in the morning at this point. I honestly expected that road to be open at 5 a.m.
Yep.
Line a couple plows up and go through it, but
There was probably
8 cars.
8 to 10 cars either in front of us or behind us that all went through. And then a couple miles down the road, a cop comes flying up behind everybody, and we thought we were getting a ticket for sure. But no, he basically just said, gotta wait till the plows are done, turn around, go back to town. So now here we are again, trying to pick our way around county roads, trying to get farther north.
Yep.
And that's where we're at. And also, look at this sunrise this morning. I've never seen sundogs in person. We're stuck again. Oh joy. This drift was a little too big. And now we're kind of beached. But we got the tire chains on and it literally did nothing. So now we're gonna try digging out underneath it and hopefully we can get unbeached. But this is miserable. I do not recommend. Not worth it. At least it's not as cold as it was last night. My eyelashes are still frozen though. So, as we're trying to get unstuck here, a tractor, one of the farmers around here, pulled up with his tractor, so he's going to try to give us a pull out.
Now this is Minnesota nice.
I done did it, babe.
Got frostbite.
Got frostbite. Somebody got the car stuck last night.
Can't sell feet pics anymore.
Darn. That was my backup plan.
Holy crap, baby. No. You got frostbite, baby.
We're dead. I'm surprised this one's worse than this one because this one's the one that hurts worse.
Baby, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're gonna have some more scars to match your other scars on your
Yeah, look at that. Now it's just gonna be from here to here. This has been a very hazardous Christmas.
To further add to our issues, I don't have power steering anymore.
We went in to eat at McDonald's and sat there for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes probably. And
No power steering now.
now the power steering is frozen.
Let's see if it's leaking or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we blew a power steering line. There's power steering fluid everywhere under the hood.
Kidding.
No, I'm not fucking kidding.
You know, you just can't make this shit up. It just keeps getting better and better. Turns out that we blew a power steering line on the Audi.
And the power steering line runs up through the bumper and back to the steering rack, so it's like a total pain to replace. It's Christmas Eve, all the parts stores are closed. Even if I could find a part, it's too cold out to replace it. I'd have to tear the front bumper off the car. It's an absolute nightmare. We called AAA to try and get towed, and we have the top tier AAA, the highest tier you can get. We're supposed to have a 200-mile tow for a semi, basically an RV, anything, a 200-mile tow. And they said, nope, we are only towing vehicles 10 miles right now.
Because of the weather.
Because of the weather or
like
extreme temperatures or something.
Like, if anybody's been following us for a while, you know
We've had
that
other issues with AAA not helping us.
AAA has not been our friend, ever.
So
now we are sitting in a laundromat.
waiting for my dad to come down with my car trailer to come get us.
This is one of the only places that's open, and that's not a restaurant.
Yeah, like,
because Ruben.
We've got Ruben. We
Can't
don't want
leave
him in the car. It's negative 28 out with the windshield. Hey, so this is where we are.
Now we're just gonna kind of wait here, I guess, until his dad gets here with the trailer.
It's gonna be probably 6 hours till it gets here.
Although it did look like most of the roads are clearing up now, so
This trip has just been
one for the books.
ridiculous. We're done. We're ready to go home.
We're very done, considering we have maybe gotten 2 hours of sleep in the last 24 hours.
Well, no, we had the hotel the other night, but
Not last night. It's been over
I suppose
24
it has been
hours,
over 24 hours.
that we've basically been awake for.
In the last 72 hours, we've probably only had
And
8 hours of sleep.
yeah, total.
What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Did we figure out a way to fix it?
You're the man with the plan. I don't know.
So I don't think there's enough of the hose to do what I'm going to try to do, but it's worth a try. I'm going to try to just cut it and splice it. It's not a high pressure hose, so maybe it'll work, but there's only like, I looked at it again, there's only like 3/8 of an inch between where it's split and where the metal hose starts. So whether 3/8 of an inch is long enough to get this in there and get a clamp on it, I doubt it, but we're gonna try. Okay, so I put a barb fitting in there with 2 hose clamps on it, but it's so close to the metal part of the power steering tube that it's only grabbing onto like 3/8 of an inch maybe of that barb, so I really don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Fingers crossed. So far, so good.
So Cam's handy dandy patch seems to be holding for the power steering fluid. So now we're just moseying our way north. So then Cam's dad actually has our car trailer and his truck, and so we were like, could you come get the car with the trailer? He was on his way down, and then finally when we got our stuff, got it patched and whatever else,
I basically told him, turn around, like, I think we got it. And then he's like, no, I'm just gonna keep heading your way.
yep, so now we're just kind of
meet
meet.
somewhere. So.
Yeah. So that's the hap so far. Well, we made it to our rescuer, and now the car is up on the trailer, just about ready to go. And just as the sun's going down, and it is so cold. Actually, Cam's dad's truck, it's a diesel, and it's actually starting to gel up as we've been sitting here. So we need to get out on the road. How many more hours? 2 more hours?
Probably 2.5.
And that'll probably get us right at the 72-hour mark. Look at that.
How's it going? We made it.